so much for joining me on Being Indispensable. My name's Liz Van Vliet. We're all dispensable. I know that better than anyone. I'm a breast cancer survivor. But that doesn't mean that we can't invest in ourselves to improve the skills and capabilities that are going to help us stand out and be perceived as indispensable. Being indispensable is also about the being side of the equation. Because if we're not looking after ourselves and our own well-being, then we have no hope of showing up as indispensable in the workplace. Hello, lovely listeners. Oh, welcome to what episode are we up to? Goodness me. I think it's 106. I'm going to say 106, and if I'm wrong, well, that will just be a blooper in this podcast. Won't be the first time, won't be the last time. I'm feeling a little bit off the cuff today because I'm doing this podcast episode sitting up in my little office. If you've listened to the podcast for a while, you know it's called the Man Cave, also sometimes referred to as the Lady Shed, and it's my special space. But today it's just a space for frustration because I've been trying to do some video recording for a little project that I've been working on, and it has not gone well. You know, when you just have those days where you just cannot seem to nail it. Well, today is one of those days. I have spent time doing my makeup, making sure I look good so that I could do these videos for re-recording some content for the Indispensable Me beta course. Well, it's not a beta anymore. I ran a course early in the year. Actually, it coincided with the start just when coronavirus lockdowns started happening. And I had some wonderful ladies participate as little beta guinea pigs. And I am now re-recording the videos of all of the lessons because they're going to be released. It's going to be released as a course, a proper, fully fledged online course called Indispensable Me. And it's also going to be sitting on a platform that I have been building on a platform called Mighty Networks. For those of you that have heard of Mighty Networks, it is, or if you've not, it's a platform, a membership platform. And I have been in the process of putting together content and populating my own little Mighty Network that I am going to be announcing. So you guys listening to this podcast are going to be one of the first to hear about the membership. And I am going to tell you the name of it. It is going to be called the Empowered Assistant Academy. And you, if you're interested, can sign up to be the first to hear when it is available to join. And I will include the link in the show notes. But if you're listening and you're thinking, oh, this is very exciting, Liz, you're actually doing this, you've talked about it for ages. Here it is. The link is, it's a bit.ly link, bit.ly/empowered EA. So empowered, the word empowered, EMPOWEREDEA. Now, why have I called it the Empowered Assistant Academy? Well, because as you know, I am all about your power skills. So I wanted to incorporate, really tie together the messaging around that your power skills are what is going to help you power in your role as an EA. But I'm also all about empowering you, and that word empowering being about filling you with not just the skills, but also the confidence to be able to advocate for yourself, to be able to stand up and stand out as an EA. So I am super excited about this little membership that I'm going to be launching. And I would love it if you would get yourselves over to the bit.ly link, bit.ly/empowered EA, and register so that you hear about it, because I will be letting people know who have subscribed to this list when my what is going to be called Foundation Membership. Foundation Membership sounds very inviting. Basically, it's going to be a special offer for Foundation members to lock in their pricing, and regardless of what happens in the future, your pricing will not change. So that's very exciting and definitely something you want to take advantage of. But as I said, this is a membership community for EAs who want to be inspired, who want to be educated, who also want to be able to be given the tips and techniques to actually implement. So it's inspiration, education, and implementation. And I am super excited about it. But as I said, what I'm not so super excited about today is the fact that I have had an epic fail doing these recordings, because what's going to happen, and the reason I'm doing the recordings is because the Indispensable Me course will be available for people to purchase that as a separate thing, but it's also going to be something that as members of the Empowered Assistant Academy, members will be able to get access to that course as a free part of as an inclusion in their membership. So that's the other reason why I'm so frustrated that I'm not nailing it today, because I really want to get the content done and put up. And I'm also trying really hard to not go down the path of, perfection. And you know that I am all about progress over perfection, but I do want this to be really, done to a high standard, as they say in the classics. And I am putting pressure on myself to be able to do it to a high standard. And, that is challenging because, it's just not happening today. Ugh, it's a bummer. Even stuttering and not able to get the word bummer out. How bad is that? Anyway, very exciting, and I'm going to be doing Q&A sessions where, monthly Q&A sessions. There's going to be a monthly, what I call hot seat opportunity for you to put your hand up and come on a webinar where I will do live coaching. So that will be included in your membership price. So quarterly face-to-face events for those who are able to, do that in the Sydney area, as well as I'll be doing events elsewhere. But in terms of online, there will be a lot of virtual get-togethers with separate calls, webinars for a monthly Q&A and a separate call for a monthly live coaching call where you'll be able to put yourself forward for a hot seat position. And as I said, there will be online course content that would otherwise be something separate that you would need to pay separately for, but that will be made available for members free of charge in the membership platform. So I'm really excited about it. I'm going to brush myself off and not take it to heart that I haven't been able to get my video mojo happening today, but I will, and I'll get it done. And I will be updating you in the very immediate future about when the membership will be available. Anyway, so that's enough rambling from me. I hope whatever you're doing, wherever you are well, and that this podcast is coming into your little shell-like ears and at least making you smile as you think of me in all my glamorous makeup and not able to get a single bit of usable video. Anyway, that's life. Move on, Liz. Get on with it. Progress over perfection. Thanks for listening. Bye. Thanks for listening to today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see the show notes, head over to my website. It would be great if you haven't already done so. If you enjoyed the show, if you could kindly go to iTunes and leave a review. It helps other people find the show. Thanks for listening and have a great week.